life is pretty plain. Not too much, not too much, not too much, not too much. My life is pretty plain. I come from school, contemplate about life for about a good 2 hours, do what's needed, probably either my homework, either cleaning around the house, or simply living. That's alright on me, 'cause you're next to me. Just to her. My kind of woman might be so sad, might leave my nose running. Babe, only you, my girl, only you, babe, only you, darling, only you, babe. Teardrops could be bottles, there'll be swimming pools filled by models. Told a tight dress is what makes you. If I love you as a promise, would you break it if you're honest? A lot of people I meet, they're always trying to find the definition of the poem or trying to translate it so it makes sense or so that it's the exact meaning of a poem. On the other hand, for me, the way I decide if I like a poem is if I read it and it just sounds utterly beautiful. I feel like poetry is art. I feel like that's one of the reasons why I write poetry. I'm not looking for an exact definition or exact meaning of what this poem means. I like to allow the reader or anyone to translate it.
By the way, I can automatically...
So poetry is very different for me. I guess that's why I like it so much. I want to be an actress. I want to be someone that can take Oscars homes. And ever since I was 11, I've been auditioning for multiple dramas and movies. It's became a part of my self-routine. I got my first acting role when I was 11. It was for a school play, and it was called Peter Pan. Going into the audition room, I was thinking about only the role of Wendy or Tinkerbell. That's just how unpredictable life is. So I went in there and I gave the best audition that I could, from my scalp to my toes. There's a bunch of flyers everywhere. And I look and it says casting list, and my name was at the very top. When I saw that, I was like, it wasn't for the role Wendy, it wasn't for the role Tinkerbell. I got the role of Peter Pan. And in the spring, we were ready to perform. Those 6 months was the best 6 months of my life. 7th grade year, my hectic year ever, I started to have anxiety and panic attacks. I've never experienced something like that in my 12 years of living. So being so anxious and being so scared all the time felt like dying almost. It was so scary. When I had my first panic attack, I didn't go to school for 2 days because how sick I was. Then I found out something called anxiety. This is horrible. I couldn't be in a class for more than 20 minutes without feeling sick in my stomach. I cried every single day because of how bad it was. I couldn't wait until the bell rang for me to leave school. It was just horrible, and it came out of nowhere. Ever since 7th grade, I've been living with anxiety. Anxiety has took a big portion of me with it. I can't do what I used to do. I'm very, very good at controlling it, but it's something that contaminates my life 24/7. Anxiety did not take my love from acting away from me. It actually made it stronger. It gave me a need, a hunger to be more exclusive with my acting. I don't think anything could take that away from me. What also helped me with my anxiety was being a dreamer, manifesting, having big expectations for everything, even though I know what it actually is. I know the reality of it. But it was always funner to imagine and to think of all the possibilities, you know? What it could be, what it can be, what I could make it to be is what seemed so magical to me. And what made me an even stronger dreamer. And being a dreamer made my thrive for acting even bigger. Here is my favorite poem. I'm here to share a secret. I am not who I've always been. The world that lies outstretched before me is not the only one I've seen. I've traveled on the tails of comets. I've burned up in the hearts of stars. I've been spat out of supernovas that left me shattered near and far. I have dined in distant galaxies and taught the birds to sing. I've danced for a whole lifetime upon Saturn's dusty rings. I've been here for long enough to learn what makes the willow weep. I've sung celestial lullabies that sent the moon to sleep. I've been both the flowing water and the stone that blocks the way. I've been frozen. I've been molten. And I'll be again someday. Though I've been a billion things, this is the first one that can smile. I'm pieces of the universe, living as a human for a while. I guess why I love this poem so much is that it takes away from the thought that I'm dealing with something every single day, something like anxiety. But it gives me reassurance, not insurance. It gives me reassurance, such a calm poetry. It's what makes me go to sleep at night. It's so silky and so smooth, like the Milky Way. That was cringe. Don't be surprised if you see me at the Oscars 2 years from now. 2 years from now, babies. 2 years. Keep the date.